how would we see the price appreciation? You need two things. You need a supply shock, which is what we saw in 2017 when they locked up half the supply. We had a supply shock. There wasn't as much on exchanges. There was high demand. You saw the price go up. There was volume. There's purchasing. There's trading of XRP. It's moving across the network. That's what causes price appreciation for XRP. The more transactions move over the network, the more liquidity has to be in XRP to be able to settle those transactions. But those transactions can't even move across the network until there's enough liquidity in XRP to be able to start settling those. So the way that the price appreciation is going to happen is that we need the ETFs. That'll be institutional capital that will move into the market in a tsunami, along with illiquid exchanges when Tether goes bad from the stablecoin regulation and the sanctions that I think will be imposed on Tether. Everybody will need XRP all at one time. And when that happens, there will be a supply shock for XRP because there's only about 1 billion XRP left on the exchanges for people to purchase. Retail might hold 1.5 billion in aggregate total across all of retail holders, maybe 2 billion. We'll be generous with it, but I think it's less than that. Some of those people will sell. But so let's say there's another 500 million that flows onto the exchanges from retail selling. So now we got 1.5 billion. That's like $3 billion, $4 billion. Institutions have way more capital than that, and especially if they're having to buy 20, 30, 50 XRP per share of the ETF to back it, you're going to see wild amounts of demand all at one time because we're going to have somewhere around 20 ETFs all go live at the same time for XRP. So that will push the price to, let's just say it goes to $50 or $100. Now there's enough liquidity in XRP to start settling some of these transactions. Swift, in particular, could start using XRP to settle transactions at that point, partnering with Ripple or partnering with R3 to do it. And now you have consistent volume over the network that would hold the price at that high price once the volume and the supply shock has happened to drive it there.